Okay, it's day 7, and so I'm heading out early in the morning, getting a good jump on the day. Not that many miles to hike today because I'm going to hike to the inn at the Long Trail, and that's in Shelburne on Route 4. And from Governor Clement's shelter to the parking lot where then I can walk up the road to the inn is about 11 miles. So got about 11 miles to hike, but have to go up over Killington first, which is the first 4,000 footer of the trail. So making my way up the trail this morning, starting bright and early. Um, Trail is pretty nice actually going up over Killington, and it's one of the ones that it didn't seem like it was as steep as some of the other areas that I've climbed up. So it was more of a gradual climb, and you kind of got up along a ridge and then cut over to Killington. Now, once you get to the mountain and where the shelter is, from there to get to the actual peak or the top of the mountain, you have to take a side trail, which is about 2/10 of a mile straight up to get to the very top. And it's very cool. So you'll see the video footage once I kind of get going there. For now, there'll be some more footage of trail to kind of show as I make my way over to Killington Mountain. I'm climbing up the side trail now to the very peak of Killington and trying to show how steep it is in this one little section, but it's kind of hard. But as you can see, the sun's coming up that morning. It's real rocky, a lot of climbing. Um, just this last section was, not as steep as some of the other stuff, so I could actually film some of it. But yeah, the trail going up was pretty tough, and like most people were leaving their packs and stuff down by the shelter. I actually left mine on and brought it up with me. But as you can see, I'm just about to reach the very peak here, and there's a couple of people up on top already this morning and stuff like that that stayed at the shelter right there on Killington. So saw a couple people as I made my way up, and then I kind of got up on top and explored around the top and stuff like that, because if you walk over to the back side of the peak, that's where Killington Ski Resort is. So you can actually see the chairlifts, and there's a restaurant up there and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool area and stuff like that. And this was my first 4,000 footer on the long trail, so you can see some of the weather observatory stuff, and it's pretty neat. It's just pretty exhilarating when you climb up there and you make your way up and get to hang out for a little bit. It was a lot of fun. As I'm making my way down off of Killington, there was a lot of people on trail in the Killington area, because it's so close to the highway and a parking lot for the trail. Uh, Saw all kinds of day hikers and stuff, that were just out, in, just the regular street clothes and stuff like that. So they were all, it was funny seeing some families. They were all dressed up really nice and out for a hike in the woods along the trail and stuff like that. But it was kind of neat seeing some of the people because they were definitely not dressed for hiking. But I'm making my way down, and as I'm getting a little bit closer to the highway, it's starting to flatten out and get to be rolling hills. And one of the things I noticed when I was up at the top, you could actually see Pico Peak, which is another ski area that's right out next to the Route 4 and stuff like that. So you come down through that area. Um, and the other interesting thing too was there was no water up at Cooper Lodge. The water source had dried up. So the only way you could get water was there was a couple streams further down the trail on my way to the parking lot, and I got water at them. But as you can see here, I'm coming across the last little bridge, across the little creek, and into the parking lot. And I'm pretty much finished for the day and going to head to the Inn at the Long Trail.